All right, we're here with Constantine Rousouli, who just closed out Ghost this past weekend. Why don't you talk a little bit about your professional background and what it was like opening and closing Ghost?
Sure. Hey everybody, Constantine. Ghost was phenomenal. We just closed about 2 days ago. It was my first original cast, originating a Broadway cast, so it was a really good experience and just a fun group of people, wonderful show. So sad to see it go, but the chapter ends and moving on to the next. But I grew up in New Jersey, born and raised from Englewood Cliffs. So I was always a ham as a kid. My parents were always knew I was going to be an actor, but I never knew I could sing until high school, until I was in detention, and my monitor was the chorus teacher, and he said, "Hey, I'll let you get out of detention early if you come to chorus practice tomorrow." I said, "Well, whatever, sure, let me just get out of here." And I ended up, having a blast, and I ended up doing it all through high school and singing in the mass because I went to an all Catholic boys high school. So yeah, from there it just started happening. I jumped on tour with Hairspray out of high school, and I've been in Wicked, Legally Blonde.
What was that like, going right on tour out of high school?
It was scary. I'll give you that. It was pretty scary. 17 years old, just throwing myself on a bus and touring the country. My parents weren't too thrilled.
That was the next question. What was the family reaction to that?
They got used to it after, when I said, I was like, "Hey, I can't really pass this opportunity up. I'm playing the lead in this show. I should probably do it, right?"
Yeah.
Especially if this is what I wanted to do. I was like, might as well bypass college. I'll just learn, I'll learn through the hard ways of life. So yeah, went on tour for about 2 years, and then came back to New York and started my Broadway debut in Hairspray. Did that, and then jumped on tour with Legally Blonde, and did Wicked after that, and now Ghost. So fortunately, it's been a wonderful experience.
And you also already have a gig lined up already,
I have a
right?
gig lined up again. I'm actually doing Legally Blonde, but this time I'm playing Warner, Constantine III, the fabulous boyfriend who she follows to Harvard. I wouldn't say he's the nicest, but
no, he's kind
I covered
of a jerk.
it. He's
Yeah.
kind of a jerk, but I covered that role on tour, so it's nice to actually do it officially now.
And now, are you going to do something a little different now that it's your role full time?
Sure. Yeah. It's gonna be nice to jump back into that material and figure some new things out. I mean, it's been 2 years, so it's been a while.
Now, since you've been touring more so than you've been based in New York, do you find it more comfortable going on the road? Do you like being based in New York?
I love New York. New York's my home. I'm obsessed. I've been all over the place, all over the country, Europe, Asia, and I would have to say New York.
Yeah.
Nothing beats New York. So New York is definitely my home. But there are the times where you want to just jump back on tour and get away from the hectic hustle and bustle. So it's nice to, if that opportunity rolls around, to jump on tour for a good 6 months to a year and clear your mind and be in that little bubble and make some nice money.
Yeah. Now, you also keep yourself busy with outside concerts and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of concerts. I mean, everybody mostly in this business, it's nice to work on those side projects that you like a lot. So I do as much as I can. I like to keep my name out there and dibble dabble in many different things. So if it comes to readings, concerts, my own projects, it's fun.
What advice would you give to people who are just starting out in the industry? Whether they are faced with the opportunity to go on tour literally right out of high school like you did, whether it's, that opportunity doesn't present itself and they're struggling right now to...
I'd say it depends on each person, honestly. Me, myself, personally, in my personal experience, leaving high school was the greatest thing for me. I graduated and everything, but not going to college was something I don't really regret, because I wasn't a school kid. I just did it to please my parents, and I got great grades and did everything that the stereotypical teen should do. But honestly, for me, just jumping out into the world was what made me grow as a person and a performer. And I feel like just being thrown into an 8-show week and learning the ropes from watching and people that have been in this business for a long time, and being shoved on tour with them, you learn so much more than you would in a class or for me personally,
Yeah.
or in a school setting, because I know I need real life experience to really like kick me in the butt.
Do you find your comfort zone lies more in musical theater, or do you have a specific project in mind that you would like to pursue outside of musical theater?
I would. I mean, I love musical theater. It's my number one passion. But as I get older, I really want to start dabbling into TV and film, as everybody does.
Right.
But I definitely feel that itch a lot more now. Yeah. Knowing that LA is so close,
Right.
and knowing that I've done, a bunch of shows here, that I kind of checked it off on the list now.
Yeah.
To feel comfortable with my either move or the next chapter to see what happens.
And what have you even about like dramatic plays even so
Oh,
much?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, singing 8 shows a week is hard.
Yeah.
Really hard. So to take a little break would be nice, and to really get deep into a show or a play that's just, a legit drama or acting would be phenomenal.
What do you feel the greatest challenge is? The difference between touring and being in a show where you're based here in New York. Are there different challenges that go with being on the road,
Yeah.
or do you find it easier to rest and stay not up with the character, but do you feel it's easier to not be taken away from the vocal rest and all
Yeah,
that, because you're not being taken away by your friends?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're home here in New York.
Yeah.
I would say it's different. It's completely different, because when you're on the road, you have time to just focus on yourself and do your gig, which is great. But also here, it's nice because you're not around your whole cast for 24/7. So
Right.
everybody individually has their own life, which is great, and I love that. We can go home. We don't get sick of each other. We see each other at the theater at half hour for 3.5 hours. Have a wonderful time. But I mean, it is hard living in New York and focusing on your show, because you have a lot of other things going on. I mean, it's your home, so you have your friends and your family. You have other side projects, which on the road, you don't really have that. So your main thing is to just focus on your shows. That's the only thing that's there. And whatever city you're in, just go out and adventure. So it's different. I would say it's definitely harder living here, because it's New York. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Do you have any aspirations to start recording your own music, or?
I would. I mean, I definitely want to start doing more of my own stuff. I really want to start writing my own show, my own cabaret. We'll see. That's a big process and a big step. So I'm only going to do it when I'm fully prepared, and I really want to get a great director to help me, and some friends musically to write me some great arrangements. But musically, I mean, I don't write my own music. I'm not a musician like that. If somebody gave me a track, I would totally sing it.
Right.
But to create, a cabaret style show would be, I think, the next thing.
And since you went to a Catholic school and Bear is coming back, any chance you'll be auditioning for that?
I called my agents about it. We'll see what happens.
Cool.
I would love to.
Thanks so much for taking the time to do this.
Thank you.